Out of the 53 confirmed moons of the ring planet Saturn, Titan is the biggest one. It is the second biggest moon of the solar system, just behind the Ganymede. It is even bigger than the planet Mercury. Titan is one such moon where scientists are planning to have human bases in the far future. Although it has features nothing like Earth, it is surely a place to visit, if it was only that easy. Titan has more than 100 times more liquid hydrocarbons than all known natural gas reserves here on the Earth. Researchers say that Titan is a giant factory of organic chemicals. So let's have a trip to Titan and see what a day on Titan looks like. My name is Siddharth and you are watching The World of Science. Titan is nearly 1.2 million kilometers away from Saturn and 1.4 billion kilometers from the Sun. It takes 80 minutes for the sunlight to reach there. It would take us nearly 7 long years to reach Titan. Our spacecraft should be powerful enough to establish itself in the orbit of Mars. From there, it will head for the next phase and pass along Jupiter. Huge gravitational force of Jupiter will increase the velocity of our spacecraft, enough to reach the orbit of Saturn. While being in the orbit around Saturn, there will be a second descent and our spacecraft will be inserted in the orbit around Titan. We will land on the surface of Titan through a space capsule launched from our orbiter present in the orbit. Temperature on the surface of Titan is very low, around -180 degrees Celsius. There is no liquid water on the surface and the atmosphere is around 60% thicker than that of Earth. This thick atmosphere is enough for a person to choke and the lower temperature will cause instant freezing. Thus, we would have to go there in a well-pressurized spacesuit and cold protection kit. After sufficient protection, Titan can be a very fascinating place to visit. A normal day on Titan is as long as 16 Earth days. Actually, it is 15 days, 22 hours and 41 minutes long to be precise. So we will have enough time to survey this seemingly amazing moon. Titan is only 5,150 kilometers wide, bigger than our Earth's moon. Ground is frozen and there is no water vapor present in the atmosphere as Titan is so far away from the Sun that only 1% sunlight reaches the surface of Titan in comparison to Earth. Titan is tidally locked with Saturn just like our moon is tidally locked with the Earth. So there is no separate monthly cycle and the seasonal variation depends upon the long year of Saturn. Saturn's long revolutions around the Sun causes the seasons on Titan. One particular season on Titan lasts for roughly 7 years. Thus, on the surface of Titan, we won't experience any change in season for a long period of time. Titan is one of the places where there are cloud formations and also rain. Titan has a liquid cycle similar to that of Earth, but instead of water, Titan is filled with an abundance of methane and other hydrocarbons. There are huge methane lakes present on the surface of Titan. It sounds weird, but it rains methane there. The large methane reservoir present gets vaporized and forms methane clouds in the atmosphere and later gets poured in various locations. The atmosphere of Titan contains 95% nitrogen and 5% methane. Thus, the composition of Titan is very much organic and this is one of the main reasons why scientists are very hopeful about the emergence of some kind of molecular alien life form in the depth of large methane lakes. According to scientists, these organisms would be able to inhale hydrogen and exhale methane. We would feel a slow wind flowing on the surface. The surface gravity of Titan is only 14% of that of Earth. You would weigh only 14 kilograms on Titan if you were 100 kilograms back on the Earth. The low gravity and its thick atmosphere will enable us to even fly comfortably with small wings attached to our suits. This condition will help heavy vehicles and infrastructure to be easily transported from one place to another to extract minerals. There is a fear of methane storms on the surface of Titan that we have to face, but most importantly, we will see hazy smog all around. This orange-colored smog is produced by splitting and recycling of methane and nitrogen in the lower atmosphere. Barring all these conditions, we will finally reach our spot, the huge lakes of methane. Since the density of methane is nearly half of that of water, swimming will be difficult in those lakes. But the low gravity conditions will balance the effect and a spacesuit like swimming suit will help astronauts to even swim in these lakes. Low gravity will cause no significant weight load on our backs and legs, and thus we would begin to feel weakness in the lower part of our body. Also, there will be difficulty in the blood flow below the waist down to the tip of our toes. So despite being a long day on Titan, we will have to return to our orbiter where artificial gravity would be generated due to its rotations, and that will help us recover. Titan is one of the least hostile places in the solar system, and thus it would be an amazing experience to visit there. It would be a good expedition to learn about the different conditions and how we can sustain human existence in those non-earthly conditions if we ever have to form a base on such a moon. So, how was your trip to Titan with us? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video interesting, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Check out our new Hindi channel from the description below. Do follow us on Instagram for daily quality content that'll make you fall in love with science. Comment down the topics that you want us to cover in our next videos. Make sure you subscribe to the World of Science. Until next time, stay scientific.